Yeah, make sure to cut that out.
So I'll be sure to cut that out. No, you know me. I'll just put that in the beginning.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
What?
I wasn't even using the right mic. Okay.
Oh, wow, yeah, you sound a lot better now.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, you sound more clear.
Damn. Okay. I can't believe I'm using the wrong microphone.
How about me? Do I sound
Yeah,
clear?
you sound good. You always sound good.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Well, before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please give me a like. It really helps my channel and it will push me to make more videos. So let's try to get this video to 100 likes. What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here, and I'm here with Aaron from Departures Capital. How's it going, Aaron?
It's going great. It's going great.
Yeah, so it's all you guys should thank Aaron, because it's thanks to Aaron that I decided to make a video today. I know I've been out of the game for the past, it feels like ever, but I'm here recording a video for you guys tonight at 11:30 p.m. So thank you, Aaron, for bringing me out, because I've been slacking.
My pleasure. My pleasure. It's never too late to jump back in it.
No, it's never. It's never. It's not like I've been slacking. I've just been
Yeah.
super busy. Black Friday weekend, and just a lot going on. So, but we're here. We got some big news for you guys today. I'm gonna just read you the titles of a bunch of articles we have. The main one and the most important one, but we're gonna save that for last, is could Aurora Cannabis hit 1 million kilograms in annual pot production? Another one is Canada's struggle to supply legal weed, described as national shortage that could last months. And then another one is Canopy Growth, the cannabis market leader.
And I've got also one. It's about, is Aurora Cannabis the best way to play the industry? So anyways,
We got a lot of cool articles. Yep.
we got a lot of stuff. So without further ado, let's hear it from the hustler.
Oh man, I've been out of this game. Let's hope I could still read.
It's okay. He still knows where the share button is, everybody. He still knows where it's at.
Canada's struggle to supply legal weed, described as the national shortage that could last months. So after more than months of legal recreational marijuana sales in Canada, provinces say that stores are still having trouble procuring enough pot from producers that have built large valuations on promises of selling tons of the drug. Don't expect the issue to be resolved for months either. So Market Watch talked to officials and retailers in the 8 of Canada's 10 provinces, and all said they are receiving only small portions of the product they have ordered. So one of the provinces, British Columbia, said supply issues aren't expected to be resolved for 6 to 18 months based on discussions with licensed pot producers. So what do you think about that, the shortage in supply?
I mean, geez, that's like the total opposite of what everybody kind of expected. We all expected to see like a crazy oversupply of cannabis and not enough demand, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of funny now, especially like with today. And then this video will be out maybe a day later. Yeah, this video will be out a day later, but the news is still relevant. Like the markets are down, the cannabis market's down, the stock market's up, supply is not as good and demand is higher, yet the cannabis stocks are sinking, which makes me believe that there's some market manipulation and short sellers definitely active in the market.
But this sounds like pretty bad news, or you think that's okay news, or we're gonna bounce back for that? What do you?
I mean, having a over demand is not necessarily a bad thing, right?
But I think investors might look at this as a bad thing, don't you?
The fact that the companies can't supply the market.
Yeah, for the moment, it might be a bad thing, because if you look down here, ACB down 6.4%. Weed down 6%, CGC down 6%, TRST down 2.4%. So all these companies are in the red. Cron down 5.4%, which I'm not surprised, because Cron's just not a very great company.
Yeah.
But,
there's always two sides to every story, and I guess you could look at this as saying, well, why weren't they ready? And they could have been making more money right now, I guess, right?
Exactly. So we'll go back to the article. It's a very long article. I don't think we're going to read all of it, but the other provinces did not give many reasons for investors to be optimistic. So that just sounds like bad news, largely saying that the shortages would hamper operations for weeks and likely much longer amid what one private retailer called a national shortage of cannabis. And then right here is just saying all the companies. You guys could read that over. Pretty much, we all know that all these companies have been in the red. Tilray, surprisingly, is not doing that bad, negative 1.6%. So
Soya's held up really well recently.
yeah,
Really,
so
really well.
so investors learned that in the last 2 weeks of September, they had slipped less than 1% of the expected 1 billion Canadian dollars in recreational sales anticipated by Statistics Canada for 2018.
That's why. That's why it's negative news.
Last 2 weeks of September, they had shipped. So that's less than 1 billion. Okay, but it's only the first. It hasn't even been a full quarter of recreational weed. I
That's
think
true.
the government's kind of slowing us down because they're trying to control everything. I feel like if the government gave private companies freedom to do, obviously not what they want, there has to be some regulations that
Yeah.
these companies would grow a lot quicker. But right now, there's just so many rules they have to follow, and it's
Yeah.
slowing their growth right now. Like for
Scroll down a tiny bit. I just wanted to read
yeah,
one thing, just a tiny bit. At a weed here, let me read it. At a weed conference in Las Vegas this month, Aurora CEO Terry Booth reportedly said Ontario and BC failed in rolling out their retail operations, and the only provinces that did well were Alberta, perhaps Saskatchewan. Both also claimed that Aurora had met all of its supply agreements with every province with which it's doing business. In its earnings, the company said it supplied 30% of Ontario's pot. So, I mean, that sounds all right for Aurora, but of course, our government's really good at messing everything up. So
yeah. And well, so like even here, Alberta said that Wednesday that it has only received 20% of the pot it has ordered following October 17th. Let's see, Ontario, the country's most populous province, has previously disclosed that the number of orders it has received, but not the sales figure. So, and that's another thing. I live in Toronto. There's not a lot of dispensaries or a lot of companies selling weed here. So I think that's because of the government. Because apparently you can only order from the government website.
the
So
Ontario Cannabis store, which had
kind of
an
sucks.
epic fail on its first day.
Yeah, because that really sucks because not a lot of people know how to shop online. Not a lot of people
Yeah,
trust online shopping.
exactly.
Yeah, even though it's been around for a long time, there's
Yeah.
still old people that have never shopped online in their life, and
Like
a lot of
personally, I
yeah,
would love to just go and
yeah.
look. I'd love to just go and
Well,
look and see what they got.
you want to smell it, you want to know
Yeah.
what it is, you want to feel it, you want to check it out. You don't want to buy something online just to realize that it's not what you paid for.
Like think about it. If you're a very like strict to the books type of person who only does the legal stuff, and now that it's legal here, you're going to experiment. Are you going to order something online that maybe you've never even seen cannabis before?
Yeah,
So why are you going to want to just order it online? And what if you don't even like it, or like
exactly.
I don't know. There should be the retail side where you can go and see it, and then there should be the online side for the people who already know what they want. They already know what THC is and CBDs are, and they just want to order the stuff they want. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for
once again,
it's really slowing down these companies, the growth of these companies. So Quebec did not respond to several requests for comment. Quebec's always like they're like the province that doesn't want to be a part of Canada. So I'm not
Quebec is just like the rebel. They're like the bad child in the family. You know what I mean?
ever want anything to do with anything. So British Columbia provided some insight into pot sales thus far. A spokesman told MarketWatch via email that 5 of the largest licensed pot producers the province has deals with were unable to deliver the volume they committed to in the original agreement. So all these provinces are not receiving what they've ordered. And let's just move on. So Saskatchewan pot retailers purchase products directly
Yeah.
from cannabis companies, and spokesman David Morris said provincial authorities do not make purchasing decisions reached by telephone. So, like, it doesn't seem like there's one province that I don't know if you want to continue reading on here.
No, it's good. I mean, we get the gist of it. Like, we get the fact that
Oh
the government's just
yeah. And then let's just see what the conclusion is. I guess there's no conclusion. It's just at the end of the day, Newfoundland did not respond to several requests. Manitoba said that which they received 38%. Nova Scotia only received 40%, which isn't bad, but they're like smaller provinces, so they probably didn't even order as much.
definitely like
Yeah, so
600 kilograms. What is that?
yeah, so the moral of the story is that there's more demand versus supply. All these provinces are ordering their orders are in. It's just the companies are not supplying, which is going to be very interesting because there's an article coming up which says can Aurora produce what is it 1 million
1 million kilograms.
so
Not that
on
one.
to the next article, or do you want to do your article?
Let me do mine. I'll do it real quick.
Yeah, let's do your article.
We got an article for you guys, and of course, without further ado, is Aurora Cannabis the best way to play the cannabis industry? Let's get into this article by Jonathan Weber, who is a value and dividend investing growth person, but he's talking about Aurora Cannabis that doesn't pay dividend. Just kidding. Anyways, guys, Aurora Cannabis has generated the highest revenues during the most recent quarter. The company is growing at the fastest pace compared to its peers. Aurora Cannabis has low expenses, produces high gross margins, which gives it advantages over its peers. So, see how long this article is. Holy smokes. All right, so anyways, we're just going to point out the most important thing. So, Aurora Cannabis, what's that?
Let's just not forget to mention, we have not read these articles yet. We're kind of just reading them and winging it. I don't know.
Yep, so this is also like a reaction video, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we think. So ACB is trading more or less the same price it traded at 1 year ago. The company has made significant progress during that time. Revenues growing, margins up, cash costs are down. So Aurora Cannabis looks like one of the more attractive cannabis companies right here, I believe, even though its valuation is not low at all. So here's some stats. We've got ACB revenue most recent quarter, 30 million. So they beat Canopy, Tilray, Aphria, Kronos. The revenue year over year growth was 262%, industry leader. Cron did all right, 187%, but I'm with Investing Hustler on Cron. We don't like, Cron's okay. I mean,
can we go back to those numbers up there?
Yeah.
Well, I just like the fact that Aurora has like a market cap. What is their market cap right now?
I believe it's like 7 billion now.
Yeah, it probably went down to 7 billion, and Canopy has double the market cap of Aurora, but yet look at that revenue compared to Canopy. So definitely Aurora is a better value versus Canopy for sure, which seems to be their biggest competition.
Totally, and there we go right to the market cap.
Oh, there you go.
This guy's saying 5.8 billion, but I don't think that's.
He's probably talking American prices there.
Yeah, USD 5.8 billion, and of course we're seeing Tilray sit right up there with Canopy.
It's just crazy that these companies are valued higher than.
Look at Tilray's spike. Tilray 20 billion at one point. Bam, right up there.
Easy.
So here we go. We're getting into some more numbers. Aurora Cannabis is the third most valuable company among the 5. There we go. Market caps.
There you go. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
Yep. This is all good stuff.
American dollars. We were talking about Canadian dollars, but these are American prices.
So we're seeing price to sales. Aphria is definitely the lowest in terms of PE or PS. I don't know, price to sales. Yeah, price to sales ratio.
Yeah, I like.
And then of course Tilray is the highest.
Yeah.
With Canopy sitting over 100, so that it's more than double Aurora's.
Yeah, I honestly, I think this article is very good for Aurora. It just makes Aurora's numbers look amazing, especially compared to Canopy, especially compared to Tilray.
Totally. No, totally. Like Aphria's the undervalued exception. Yeah, like at 1.9 billion USD and a price to sales ratio of 37, that almost puts Aphria the lowest cost producer and the most value out of them all.
Yep.
But you know, everybody just loves Aurora.
Can't do a video without Aurora in it.
Seriously, Aurora Cannabis makes progress in lowering expenses. So we're not going to do too much. We're not going to get into this too much. We can see that cash costs of sales per gram produced. So it's, I believe it's up. No. Let's see. So this is Q1 2019, Q4 2018. So the cash cost per gram is going to drop for Q1 2019
so
to $1.45.
No, I think wasn't that last quarter the Q1 for?
Yeah, sorry, you're right, and that's right. So the cash cost per gram's dropped. That's really good. That's a significant drop.
Yeah, because look at Q1 for 2018, it was at 187. It may not seem like a lot of money, but if they're producing 1 million kilograms, which we'll talk about in the future, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, 145 over 170. I mean, 145 over 170. We're talking like 15% decrease in cost. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So
they'll probably that number might just keep going down. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So financial results, key quarterly results. 70%. So the gross margins on cannabis sales have increased, which is good. 12% increase.
Yep.
So this is a very supportive article for Aurora. This is a great article, and Sir Jonathan Weber, good job on the article, and I fully endorse it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him just for that.
Yeah, me too. Bam, there you go, buddy. He's got 12,000 followers.
Yeah, he's killing it. So shout out to
Jonathan Weber is killing it. So
follow him. He's a pro.
Yeah, big shout out to Jonathan Weber. Hit that follow button.
Yeah, he's like, he has no idea who we are, so we're not like promoting him or anything. We have no idea who he is. He has no idea who we are.
So that's it for my stuff. I mean, I really like this article about Aurora. So hopefully, you know, we can do a little bit better. So I gotta stop sharing. There we go.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'm back, man. That was quick. That was a good quick sale.
You didn't get robbed. That's good.
No, I did not get robbed. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you guys want to see a part 2 of this video, don't forget to leave me a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye bye.